ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Mike Logan.
Oh, what a thunderous round of applause up here from everybody. Oh, yes, that's right, that's right. All right, now avoid the sign. Well, I want to thank everybody for joining me here. In a moment, you'll be able to see me on your screens live. Let me just get past this Amway sign, which I was warned is very expensive, and I can't touch it. And I've got very long legs. Gotten past the first hurdle, y'all. All right, you know, this reminds me a lot of when I was doing the rope climb. Remember the rope climb back in the day? When you were a kid in elementary school and you climbed to the top of the rope and for physical fitness, just to see whether or not you were good at it. I grew up in Detroit, Michigan, went to Hoover Elementary School, and while I was there, we had a rope climb, that's right. I was very excited about the day of rope climb class in the gym, and I climbed up to the very top. There's a bell at the top you had to ring, and all the kids in school were much more popular than me and more athletic, so they all were like climbing it, and everyone was happy about it and excited, and I was upset. But I was like, you know what? I'm a little scrawny kid. I got no body fat. I'll climb up this rope, and I did. I climbed up that rope faster than everybody else in that class, and I got to the top and I slapped that bell you're supposed to ring. And you know what happened after I slapped the bell? I fell all the way down to the ground. But I woke up, that's right, in the nurse's office later that day, and I found out that I probably shouldn't do things like rope climb. You know what the best part about this set is? I have no idea if anybody's watching me, but there's definitely a heckler in that room right there. I see you. Room 159 of the Amway Grand Plaza. All right, give it up. How many people here decided to celebrate something tonight? I'm celebrating. This is the highest I've ever been on the corporate ladder. Come on, y'all, that's what I'm celebrating. I do want to make sure that everybody knows that I am, oh, actually, you know, who wants to hear some a little joke that I've been working on my whole life? It's one of my favorite jokes of all time. You people, you can even use this one if you want to at home, I swear, okay? It's this. Are you ready? What do you call a little person prison inmate who's falling down the stairs? That's right. What do you call a prison inmate who is a little person who's falling down the stairs? A little condescending. Ah! That's right. I'm very good at this, you guys. Where's my boy, Bajoy? There was a guy I met earlier in line for the show. His name was Bajoy. He went down before me. I don't know where he is, though. This is odd doing an entire set in profile, but I'm okay with it. I'm okay with it, y'all. You know, I grew up in Detroit, Michigan. I love Detroit, Michigan. Shout out to anybody watching from Detroit right now. Thing I love about Detroit, though, Detroit's got personality. Yeah, that's right, they got personality there. Last time I was in Detroit, I remember I was sitting at the bar and a song came on the radio, a song by the rap group named Migos. That's right, Migos. And the song comes on and the line is very, very unusual in the song. It goes like this. It goes, raindrop, drop top, cooking up drubs in a crock pot. It's a very weird line, very weird line. The line happens, there's a gentleman sitting to my right, a real Detroiter looking gentleman, and he gets very upset about the lyric. And he says, this song is ridiculous. You can't make drugs in a crock pot. Too much moisture gets in, it ruins them. And I was like, wow, thank you for that. And then the cops came in and arrested that gentleman shortly thereafter. That's right, shortly thereafter. Oh, this is a great question for the audience here. Anybody out there, what's your favorite animal, huh? Make some noise for your favorite animal. What about you, sir? Oh, is this where I order my drink? I would like to make a drink order. I don't know what time I'm supposed to have my photograph taken, but if anybody, in case you want to know what it looks like, that's what it looks like down there. I really thought I was much farther down this than I am, but I'm not. We're at the halfway point of the show, you guys, which means make sure you tip your... I don't know what that was. I didn't expect that, but we're at the part of the show where I want to remind you to tip your wait staff and your bartenders and all that. Make sure you tip them generously because they did a lot of work for you. I'm going to make sure to give tips to all the people who make sure I'm not dead right now because I made sure to... I actually don't remember anybody's name up there. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm sorry about this. I think Lisa trained us. Thank you, Lisa, for the training. I didn't get the name of the gentleman who actually introduced me, so I apologize to the MC, but let's see how much we got left. We got a while left. We're gonna go down a little bit faster. Okay, we're just gonna wait for that to pass.
Great, thank you.
This is the first time I've ever been heckled by safety time. Let me take a little moment here. Oh, woo. Woo. Take a little break. This is the part where it's set where you take a drink of water. Oh, give it up, everybody. Give it up, everybody. Oh, okay. Fantastic. Fantastic. Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
Yeah, we're
all right.
So we need to pull it up to load. So we're going to load and then you'll get it back.
You know what?
When you fold it up, the top.
These guys are heckling my show right now. I didn't anticipate this.
Now you've got plenty of rope.
Hey, I put it. This feels like when you're on an airplane and they're landing and I'm. We're gonna make sure you look out to the left window. You see a black guy hanging from a building. You look over to the right and you see a patio. Very lovely. Okay, it's art prize this time of year in Grand Rapids. It's my favorite time of year. If you're walking around, it's a very cool art installation that takes place all over town, all around town. And
Are you able to reach it?
I like to play my favorite game when I'm doing it. It's called Art or Garbage. That's right. You're walking around Grand Rapids during Art Prize, you find a big pile of stuff and you have to ask yourself, is that art or garbage? But don't do it if you're inside of a museum or a gallery, because usually the artist is standing right next to their garbage. Come on, y'all, I'm just kidding. We love art, it's fantastic. I'm just making jokes at the expense. Hi, hello, how you doing? We got someone, how you doing? What's your name, huh? Ryan? Jake? It's Ryan. All right, my name is Mike Logan. Make sure you follow me, Ice Cold Comedian. You got a drink in there? Get a drink. Get yourself a drink. Have a drink for me. Have a nice night. All right, I don't know if his name's even Kyle. I'm going back down now. It was lovely talking to you. I didn't interrupt you, did I? All right, have a good one. Try the continental breakfast. I hear it's great. Very excited about that. Didn't expect to run into somebody, but there he was. I've so far been heckled by somebody getting dressed. By the way, that guy was definitely in the middle of getting dressed for his day. Sorry, Kyle, or whatever your name is. But we are not even close to the bottom. Just kidding. We're gonna do one more joke. Are you ready for one more? They're giving it up for me right now. I'm doing a live stand-up set. They know it. We know it. We all love it. You know, one time I was driving through the woods with my daughter in the back seat. She's a very lovely child. She was young at the time. It was around Christmas time, and we hit a deer with the car. It was very sad, very tragic stuff. My daughter was very upset about it, and she says to me, "Dad, did we just hit that deer?" After we did just literally obliterate an entire deer. And I looked at her and I said, "Daughter, that's a really dumb question. Of course we just hit that deer. You're covered in glass in the back seat. You can't be okay with that." And she was so upset with me. She was so upset, and I was not excited about that. But then we drove for a long time afterward. A long time we drove, and she didn't say anything to me. But then at the end of the drive, she says, "Dad, I'm really sad about that." And I said, "Why are you sad?" And she said, "Because, Dad, you murdered that deer." And I said, "No, I did not murder a deer." She said, "Yeah, Dad, you murdered that deer." I said, "No, I did not murder a deer." She said, "Yes, you did, Dad." And I said, "No, it was vehicular manslaughter." Okay, so if you're gonna insult me, please insult me correctly. Now we are running out of mirror. This is the end of my set, everybody. I'm now gonna finish the descent at the very bottom while heckling people. So if you can't see me, I'm sorry, but I'm still talking to y'all, don't worry. But thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining this live stream.